Good afternoon, guys. This is General Guide tutorial. My name is Celestine. On today's video, on today's video, I'll be teaching you guys on how to solve partial differentiation involving implicit functions. Now, example one. Example one says that if x squared minus xy minus y squared is equal to 0. Now find dy dx. Now to find dy dx, you know that z is equal to, normally z is equal to what? X squared minus xy minus y squared. Now therefore you have to find what, you have to differentiate what z that means you have to differentiate x in respect of z. So that becomes what? Dz over ds is what? That becomes the differentiate x here is 2x minus differentiate x here is what? Is y. Okay, so again you have to find dz over dy. Z over dy is what? The differentiate y here is what? Is minus 2y. Differentiate minus xy is what? Is minus what? X. Now therefore dy ds is equal to what? Minus bracket dz over ds all over dz over dy in terms of implicit what? Functions. In terms of what? Implicit what? Functions. This is the formula for what? Dy what? Dx. Now therefore that becomes y, that equal to minus bracket dz over ds is what? It's 2x minus 1, right? And the z over dy was what? Is minus 2y minus x, right? So therefore that becomes what? If you open this bracket now, that becomes minus times 2x is minus 2x. Minus times minus y is what? Is plus y. Then all over minus 2y minus x. So therefore that becomes, now what do you do? Factorizing the signs. If you factorize these signs, if you factorize minus sign out, that becomes 2x minus y. And also if you multiply this in, it to give you this. And also if you multiply minus sign here, that becomes minus bracket 2y plus s. And also if you multiply minus through by everything here, that will give you minus 2y minus x. Okay, now therefore minus cancel and minus, that becomes my answer is what? 2x minus y all over 2y plus what? All over what? X plus what? 2y. Again, example 2 says that if x times y is equal to y sin x, now find dy dx. Solution to solve this y sin x has to what? Move over here. So therefore no, once this move over here, it becomes minus sin x is equal to what? Z. You understand? So that's what I did here. Z is equal to what? X times y. This move over here becomes minus y sin x. Okay, now therefore let's differentiate. Dz over what? Dx is what? Is equal to what? Time what? That becomes dz over dx means that differentiate x in this kind of situation, dz over x. This means that x, for you to differentiate x must be the first number from the right. X must be the first number from the right. So therefore the first number from the right here is y and not x. Okay, so that's why I didn't differentiate what? This time y. Now therefore and x to be differentiated is what? Is here. So that means I have to remove it. I have to eliminate it. Okay, so that becomes tan y. Now again the differentiate is in respect of z, that is the differentiate the dx. So that becomes what? Y. Now as you can see, x is the what? X is the first number from the what? From the right. So therefore that becomes differentiate sin x is what? Is called s. So that becomes dz over dy is equal to what? So dz over dx is equal to this. Now therefore again, now to differentiate dz over dy is equal to what? Differentiate what? Differentiate y in respect of z. So therefore that becomes what? Now here the differentiate what? Y. So for you to differentiate y here, that becomes what? You have what? X. Yes. Now check whether y is the first number from the what? From the right. So if you check here is correct, that is tan y. So I have to differentiate this. If I differentiate tan y is what? Is a square what? Y. Okay, because tan the differentiate tan is what? Is a square. So that becomes x times a square what? Y. Okay, now therefore differentiate y sin x is what? Is y is out, then remains sin x, because this y has to be the first number from the right, but rather is the first number from the left. So that means I have to eliminate it. So once I eliminate it, that remains what? sine x. So after doing that, now we have gotten our dz over the x and our dz over the y. So therefore, to find dy dx, dy dx is equals to minus is equals what is equals to minus bracket dz over dx all over dz over dy. So therefore, my answer, so now that becomes minus bracket. My answer for dz over dx is what? Dz over dx is tan y minus y cos x. That becomes tan y minus y cos x. Now all over. My answer for dz over dy is what? It's is x is x square y minus sin x. So that becomes x what? X square y minus sin x. So therefore, this is the what answer. Now I have example 3. Example 3 says that if 2x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared is equal to 1. Now find dy dx and the square y over dx squared. Sorry. Yeah. So if 2x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared is equal to 1. Now find dy over dx. Okay. Find, this is a mistake here. Is find dy over dx. Is find what dy over what dx. Okay. So there's a mistake here. So say that if 2x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared is equal to 1, find dy over dx. Is that same solution? Where z is what? Where z is equal to what? So you know that this one has to move over it. That becomes equal to z. So z is equal to what? 2x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared minus 1. Okay. Now the z over dx is what? Differentiate x here is 4x. Differentiate x here is 4y. Now therefore, what do you do? What is common here is there is 2 is common here. That is, I divide all through by 2, all through by 2. So that becomes what? 2x plus what? That becomes 2x plus 2y. Now therefore, differentiate the y. That becomes what? The differentiate y here is what? Is 4x. Differentiate y here is what? Is 6y. So what's common here is also 2. Now divide all through by 2 and all through by 2. So that becomes what? 2x plus what? 3y. Now therefore, dy over dx is equal to minus bracket dz over what? Dx all over dz over what? Dy. So therefore, which is equal to minus bracket. My answer for dz over dx is what? Is 2x plus 2y. And my answer for dz over dy is what? Is 2x plus what? 3y. So therefore, my answer is what? These are my what? Final what? Answer. Please guys, if you find this video interesting and helpful, please do like, subscribe, comment and share. Thank you.